Hey everybody, NCS Fan 001 here, and today, we's going fishing. And obviously much more important stuff than that. I want to catch a couple of carp here so that I can get an upgrade for my potion pouch. If I could actually find a carp, because it doesn't really look like there's very many of them out here unless they're just way deeper. Probably do this for a couple of minutes and then we'll move on. But yeah, guys, we are getting very close to the end of the game. Hopefully we'll be getting the Platinum Trophy tonight. That's the plan. Not going to make any guarantees, because I don't know exactly how long the remaining stuff is going to take. Is that... It's not a black box, is it? A sunken barrier. You know what? I kind of want to see what this is. Because I'm actually not sure what this is. Because I've discovered it previously, but... Oh, it's the last black box! Oh, okay. Got a little detour here. We're gonna go get that. I don't see why we wouldn't just knock that out. So it's right around here somewhere. Is it like in here? Yeah, we gotta go on a little detour here. I'd like to get this. Just because, you know, we're here, we might as well knock it out. Ah, here we go. Somewhere around here, it'll give us the option to hold R2 to pry this open. At least it's supposed to. Maybe further down. Game, where is the option to pry this open? I don't understand. Normally it lets you... Game? Do I have to do it from the top? Maybe? Okay, this is just kind of ridiculous. Because any other time in the game, if I try to get through a barrier, it gives me the option to break it down. But for some reason, the game doesn't seem to want to do that today. I wonder if I can, like, glitch my way into it, maybe? Actually, you might be able to. Might have to if the game just, like, straight up outright refuses to let me break the barrier down. That would be a problem, because that would be a bug in the game. Now, I don't know if you really get anything for finding all the black boxes. I know you can trade them in somewhere, and I've worked on that before. Oh, hello. Okay, apparently the game's just not going to function today. So I'm not going to waste any more time with that, because clearly it's just not going to work. So, yeah. We are at the end of the game here. Here's what we have left. We have one more machine type to scan. It is the final boss. So that's not a problem, and apparently it's not even missable anymore. Oh wow, I found all the character bios. I actually found one of the totems, which is pretty cool. I just found it randomly while wandering around, so I found one of those. That's kind of cool. But yeah, we have one more machine type to scan. We have the final two story missions. We have to complete Alva's story quest. Or side quest, I mean. And that's... Oh yeah, two quests with a flying mount. So let's get to it, because the game doesn't want to make that other stuff work right. I don't want to have to look up a video for that, but I will if I have to. So let's get going on the actual story. Obviously, There are going to be some big spoilers here. So... Oh, okay, I need to change that to the other quest. Oh, is she on the other side? Oh, yeah, she is. Okay, it's not actually inside. So this quest is going to give us access to flying mounts, which I can't freaking wait for. That is going to be awesome.
We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and... further east, to the Nora Sacred Lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds.
Where exactly are you going with this story? Hello, Saul.
As
Okay, where exactly is she going with this? And is any of this actually going to matter? Like, I get that we're singing.
From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him.
Well, damn, that got
Thank you.
sad real quick.
For saving my life, sure, but also...
I don't understand how many times I have to tell people I don't accept
giving up
close
on-
friend requests. What's so difficult to understand about that? Oh, I always delete close friend requests because I have said not to send them.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them.
Damn, that got real sad real quick. I wasn't expecting that, actually.
I'll try to visit again when I can.
I wasn't anticipating that to happen.
I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new metal ionosphere. And I'll use it on a sunring and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
How far am I getting the platinum? Currently, all I have left is 2 story quests, so the final 2 story quests. I have to complete 2 missions using a flying mount. 2 side quests, I mean, using a flying mount, which I can't do yet because I'm about to get the flying mount, though. So I've got that to do. And then... Oh, cool. Free override. I like. Ooh! Yeah, let's do that. I'll craft that. Alright, let's get that one too. Oh, wait, Dreadwing. I might need that for something else. Create a job for that. I've crafted almost all the overrides, though. There's only a few left. I know you don't have to. Let me make sure I don't need the Dreadwing for anything else. Metal Shards, Luminous Brainstem, Apex Thunderjaw, Stormbird, Apex Ravager. Nope, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Oh, no, I actually can craft that. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock that one out, too. Because we can. Cool.
Now to find a
So yeah, I've got 2 more story quests.
some roosting at the top of the mountain.
Then I have 2 side quests with a flying mount. Then I have Alva's side quest, which I'm probably gonna save for my last trophy, either that or the flying mount one. Just because then it wouldn't be, you know, story spoilers for the video.
Okay, I need to find a sunwing to...
So, both of those. And I've got 1 more tall neck, which I can't get until I get my flying mount. And I've got 1 more... 1 more machine to scan. That's it. Which, of course, is the very final one, the final boss. So as soon as I scan it, the trophy should pop for that one, so that'll be out of the way, which is great. But yeah, we hopefully are going to get it done tonight. It honestly just depends on how long the final quest takes, the final 2 quests take.
approach them quietly.
Because I expect they could take a while. As I suspect they'll be fairly long and have some dialogue and story stuff, so could take a while. Oh, but I can't wait to have a flying mount. And to know that I can get an unlimited number of them right here is really good to know. If this is this a Sunwing site? It is. So that's actually really helpful. That's really good to know. This is like one of the best parts of the game, though, like, or one of the best new things in the game is to have this.
This is it! I'm in the air!
I'm gonna assume that wasn't the entirety of the quest, because we haven't seen Sylens yet. We haven't fought that last person. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, it's so cool! Guys, we have a Sunwing! Do a barrel roll.
Head rush.
Had to do it.
Tilda, I'm in the
Oh, this is badass.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tallnecks. There's one in the middle of the desert.
Oh, the final tall neck.
That should do nicely.
So it's actually part of the story. Okay.
Look! She's flying!
Sounds good to me. Let's get the last tall neck done. Let's knock that trophy out. Let's clear up the rest of the map. All that good stuff. Sounds like a win-win-win to me. Oh, I freaking love this, though. This is so cool. Like, it's like having your own personal jet the whole time. Like, this is going to make exploration probably quite a bit better. Because there are still some things I need to explore. There are still a few, you know, side things, a few loose ends for me to knock out. So I won't be done with the game, like with playing the game, because, again, I highly, highly suspect that there's going to be DLC, like a New Game Plus Ultra Hard mode. I suspect that that will be a thing. I could be wrong. Been wrong before. But I think that's pretty likely, since the first game did it and so many other games do it. Alright, that's our last tall neck.
We're in the tall neck.
Another trophy earned. I'll show you guys my trophy progress while we have a chance. Provided it doesn't break the stream like it did that one time. So 2 story trophies right here. 1 side mission for Alva's side quest. Scan all machine types, only 1 to go, obviously. And 2 flying mount quests.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Whoa!
Oh! Okay, so he just like yeets me onto his back. I thought he was trying to knock me off for a second. That's kind of what it looked like he was trying to do. Like, sir, you know that I'm up here, right? Like, don't try to knock me off. That wouldn't be very nice of you. Not actually sure that flying is the fastest way to get to this location. Probably wouldn't be on the PS5. Oh, but I love this. I'm also surprised they didn't have a miscellaneous trophy for doing a barrel roll. Like that was a missed opportunity there, Gorilla. Very missed opportunity. So this thing flies at like probably about 5 meters per second, or whatever the unit of measurement is. And I honestly wouldn't mind getting a couple more upgrades before we go to the final mission. What the heck was this thing?
Right on the Titan's back.
Yeah, what the heck was this thing?
Got the Scylla. Now onto the Grove.
Let's go, guys!
Pulse from the tall neck should have
Big boss.
energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any horse I fly to. It'll be useful. Even after I deal with Rebella.
I mean, I don't know how useful that'll be. Maybe it will be. Maybe. Maybe not. Yes, we'll see. Because I've taken out all the main rebel out camps, whatever the bigger one is. And I think I've done all the outposts, too. Like, I think I've done both the big and small ones. Because my completion... 80%. So it actually hasn't really gone up much since yesterday. So yeah, we're at 80% in-game completion, which is pretty solid. It'd be pretty cool to 100% this game. Not saying I will, but it could happen. Because I'm not missing much. I assume these last couple story missions will be worth at least,
Alright.
like, at least another 5%. And we get a cutscene. Are those the enemy or are those Silence forces? Yeah, which one's which? Everyone looks the same.
Kara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
Okay, so it's basically an EMP. So that's really all it is just an EMP charge.
It's Aloy. She flies on the wings of the Ten. The tide has turned. Push through!
I know we got a big boss fight coming up.
End of the line, Hakaru. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala!
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine.
Is she wearing a different armor now?
And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
Now, apparently, there are 2 different endings to this mission. So she is weak to... I knew she was weak to fire. I didn't know she was weak to whatever the purple stuff is. So let's use some fire. Oh, okay. So you can dodge. Oh, am I even going to be able to reload this in time? Yes, okay. Because this isn't purge water, this is something else. This is it's called something else. It's plasma, right? I always get the 2 confused. Okay, that was easy. I assume that's not the end of the fight, though. Because I want to say it's multiple phases. That's an explosive. Oh, no it's not. It's just an empty barrel.
That is left of your story.
Yeah, this stuff does good. So I guess it doesn't explode on her like it does on the machines? Holy crap, that does good damage. Wow. That is some damage. But we still haven't dealt a lot. Look, she's got a lot of HP left. Yeah, she's got a lot of HP left.
Here's where it ends.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, does she even have any ranged attacks? I haven't seen her use any ranged attacks yet. Oh, now she does. Yep, she does. Okay. Good. She does have another move. She's not doing a lot, though. For a final boss... Well, no, she's... Duh, she's not the final boss. Of course she's not doing as much as what the final boss will do. She's like a mid-boss, an interim boss type of boss. Now, why would I get near you when you mostly only like to attack with melee? Like, your primary form of attack is melee. Just give me a moment so I can loot everything here, Regala. Because I might as well, you know. Might as well steal some stuff from this arena while I can. Oh, there you are. You're really not that much of a threat. You do understand that, right? Like, you're really not much of a threat. Like, most of the machines I fight now are tougher than this. Despite the fact you have a ginormous health bar. the thing is, I know that from writing the trophy guide, what the choice is that we have to make. And I'm honestly not sure what choice I want to make. Because one choice gets you a pretty good weapon, but not like the best weapon even of its class. And the other choice gets you, I guess, extra story content? Sort of? I mean, either way, that was really, really easy. She is basically dead. Yeah, that was super, super easy. I wonder if the final boss is going to be anything like that. I even beat you with melee.
Here I am,
Well, that was easy.
on my knees before.
That was way easier than I expected.
Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
There's another battle ahead.
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
I think I made the right choice. Makes the story a little bit different.
There's something
Apparently the weapon that you get from her isn't anything amazing. It's not like one of the legendary weapons. So because of that, I think it might just be better to spare her and just see how it changes the story up. It could be more interesting, could be more fun.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
God, you got there pretty quickly.
From an interested party.
Focus from Silence, presumably. So we haven't heard from him in a long time.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Sounds good to me.
any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late.
All right then.
Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Well, guys, that was intriguing. This is it. We have one quest left.
Of course.
Hey, Simon. Do I have any recordings to give you?
I'll see if...
Zavala. So they say we can talk to people, but we're not going to do that. Instead, actually, okay, yeah, now we can start doing those quests. And we can knock out the last Vista point. But actually, what I really want to do first is I want to get I need one more part. Yeah, I need one more part. One more Stormbird nerve. And if I get that, I will be able to upgrade my main bow again, my legendary bow again. And I know it's not a necessity, but I think it could be helpful. I think it's something that'll help me in the end game. Just to have a couple more upgrades. I want to knock those out now while I still have a chance. Because that quest was actually really, really short. Yeah, that quest was really short. That didn't take, like, that only took, like, 20 minutes. There was not much to that. I'll go ahead and discover this location down here. So, we've actually got a few moments here that I can work on. I want to get, like I said, one more Stormbird nerve or whatever it is. Primary nerve. I want to get that first just so I can get another upgrade. Because I'd like to have, you know, as many upgrades as possible before going into the final battle. As I assume that the final battle is going to be a little bit of a difficulty spike. That's how many games are. Can't guarantee that's what's going to happen. But it's entirely possible that it could. Maybe get a couple more medicinal items while I can. Wait, where is he? Is he just not... Oh, nope, he's here. I was about to say, like, is he just taking the day off? Because if he is, I mean, that's cool and all that you want to take a vacation day. I can always use a vacation day. But it's not what I need in game right now. I need a Stormbird to pop up so I can rip its nerve out and use it to craft upgrades. Which I gotta admit, I'm actually shocked at how generally easy Stormbirds are to kill compared to some of the others. Now, they have a really annoying attack that they can do when they get low on health. They'll fly up into the air, and, like, they'll be out of range so you can't hit them. And they're really kind of annoying there. So that attack is a little bit annoying. Oh, I'm out of volatile sludge. I'm going to need to restock at some point. Because I know I have more, but it's in my containers, so... Alright, let's see if we can knock any more armor off them. Or knock his main weapon off would be great. Yeah, that was a good hit. Okay, that should allow me to get a couple of criticals. I can actually override this bad boy if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make my machine jealous. Yeah, these guys, they have a lot of health, but they're not one of the tougher enemies in the game. As long as you're just kind of careful about him. There we go, got his armor off. His belly armor, chest armor, whatever you wish to call it. Oh, I think I shot him in... I basically shot him in the balls. Yeah, I think I'd fall down too if someone hit me in the balls like that. With an arrow. I'd love to get one more primary nerve before we go off to the finale. Just so that I can have an extra upgrade. Can't hurt. Which I gotta admit, crafting some of the upgrades is pretty annoying. Just with the certain items you have to find. Because a lot of items are technically random drops from enemies that you kill. So there's just no guarantee that you're gonna get them. And he's dead. Yeah, like I said, only bad at... Yes, there we go. Stormbird primary nerve. Oh, there's something legendary here. Yes, a Stormbird storm cannon. Yes, I needed that, actually. That's for a different upgrade. But they gave us a different type of armor, so I'll check that armor out before we do anything else. So we need a couple of items for that. That's for the clothing, I believe. I wouldn't mind doing both of these as well, because we have a few minutes. Frostclaw... That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, you know what, actually? While we're out here, we can just discover this location. Call in my flying mount. Oh, I freaking love this thing. This is so cool. I mean, this is just cool. Honestly, it is. I mean, you can't deny that that's pretty awesome. Let's get some stuff out of our inventory. That's a good Sunwing. Yes, it is. That's a very good Sunwing. You're a good boy. Treating you like my pet. Because I can. Yep, get another upgrade done for the bow. New coil slot. Oh, man, I actually only needed... I just need an Apex Behemoth Heart, and I would have been able to upgrade it again. I don't know if that's even the best bow in the game, but it seems to be pretty good. So the question is... what is the... I'm gonna go ahead and just, like, max out all of my ammo while I can. Might as well. Just get ready for the end game. This is it. This is the end game. Where everything gets intense. Just get everything I can maxed out. Heal up a bit. Take more from the stash. I would like to get that thing from the carp, though. Because I know where it is. It's right over here. Invalid. Walking on the campfire, thank you. I would like to do this just because it's another really rather easy upgrade. If I could just figure out how to get carp. Can I trade with this guy for him? I'm curious. Let me buy some more fast travel packs, because unfortunately I have been informed that there is no infinite fast travel option in this game like there was in the previous one. I don't actually need that. I have plenty of those. Oh, what does he have? Oh. Well, that's like... is that even difficult to get? Okay, that's not Pi Marshall. That is my new armor, and it's not really anything that great. So yeah, I do want to... let's say I just want to get a couple of carp skins.
The forges of the claim produce the best goods, Nora.
And where are they? I'd like to do that, and I'd still like to get into this thing. Get into this plane that's down here. I know there's a few machines down here, but like... is there anywhere else in the game where I can find these fish at? Because they don't seem to be spawning here. Oh, there's one. So what do I have to do to get this? Do I just have to get up near him and hit triangle? Yes, okay, that's all I gotta do. Okay, got one. Alright, so we got one carp, that's good. Okay, yeah, very clearly I need to break through this. But it's like the game just isn't giving me the option for some reason. I mean, honestly, I don't know why the game isn't giving me the option to break through that. Because if it would, I'd be able to get that last item. It's literally the only black box that I'm missing, but the game's just not letting me do it. And I have no idea why. Is it because there's a burrower swimming around? If so, that would be really dumb. I could hit him with that, but he's too far away to hit him with the warrior bow. Hope you saw that, because I'm going to kill you. There we go. That was easy enough. Oh, no, he's not. He's not going to corrode yet. Not fully. Oh, no, he did. Perfect. Okay, that's great and all, but... I need more fish. Let's go ahead and get whatever I can off of him, though. So for anyone who's done this game, if you can offer me advice on how to get to this black box, I would appreciate it, because I think the game is just, like, broken. It will not let me get in there through that sunken barrier no matter what I do. Unless the barrier is... Unless what I need to break down is somewhere else, which I suppose is possible, it will not let me go through that area of the wall where it looks like it wants me to go through. Unless it's somewhere else. I mean, again, that's the only other thing I can think of, is that it wants me to go through somewhere else. There's a sunken barrier. It says it's literally right here. It has not yet given me the option. Can be cleared with a prying force. I know it can. I'd love to know why I'm not being given the option to. If the game would just, give me that option, I could. But it simply refuses to give me the said option. Might have to quit out of the game and jump back in. We're not going to do that on stream because that's kind of a waste, because this isn't necessary. But, I'm a little bit salty about this. Like, pretty simple gameplay mechanic that probably should be working. So, yeah, that's a little ridiculous that they can't make something that simple actually function correctly. So, want me to go down here and break it? No. Yeah, it's gotta be bugged. That's the only thing I can think of, because I don't see any possible way to get through this unless that bug is fixed. Because I'm not even getting any sort of indicator anywhere to break through. Even though it's very clear that it's a thing that we have to break through. Can't figure out why the game can't be functioning correctly. Sure would be nice if it was. Because that's such a simple thing that's stopping me from getting a collectible item. Thankfully, I don't have to find all of them, or else I'd be a lot more annoyed by this. It's not a thing required for trophies, so thankfully. But there's also, like, no carp here either. Like, are they anywhere else on the map? There's not a ton of water areas, I guess. Still going to go back and do more signal lenses, but I'll do that on my own. Obviously, I'm not going to waste your guys' time on that. Is there anywhere else that might have carp? Probably not. Yeah, I can't understand why they... Oh, hang on a minute. What's that? Okay, now there's actually a marker showing up. Do I have to go inside of the plane? From, like, down here to get to it? Because that's pointing toward the rock barrier, I believe. Ah, so it doesn't want me to break the rock barrier, it wants me to do something else. Well, I'd love to know why you made such a big deal out of the rock barrier if I was supposed to go somewhere else. Seems a little silly. But fine, you know, I'll take it. If it works in here. Swimming, not the strong suit of this game. I will say that. Okay, why can you only pry it open from the inside? That's really dumb. Like, that's really kind of dumb. Oh, hey, here's a giant rock barrier, but you can only break it down from the inside. Did I already get the black box from here? I must have. Well, that entire adventure was for nothing. Because I must have already gotten that black box. Even though I have no idea where the last one is. Yeah, actually, if there's no black box in there, then where is the last one? I mean, again, that's a thing that I'll just look up a video for. But yeah, once I get this carp skin, we can head on and get ready for the finale of this game. Might do one of the flying mount quests as well, just knock one of them out first. There's an ancient... Well, that's saying there's an ancient supply box, so... But I don't think that's inside of the plane. I must have already gotten the black box from this plane, then. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's the ancient supply box, okay. So I must have gotten everything inside of the plane already. Yeah, because that's not what we need. But, like, these fish guys, they ain't spawning. I only need one more. Get one more, get a good upgrade, and go off to the end game, you know? I just need one carp. Maybe further up? No, not seeing anything. Come on now. Give me a carp. One carp. That's all I need. One more carp. Unless they only spawn at like a certain time of day. I suppose that is a possibility that I didn't even think of. Like how ape... There's one. You are mine, carp. You are getting in my bag. And then I will have an upgrade available. It gave me a bone. It gave me a bone. Okay, well good, there's another one. Come on, get over here. Just mashing triangle until I catch him. Got him. Bone? Why is it just giving me bones? I didn't realize the carp could give you a skin as well, or a bone. There we go. Okay, well that was more obnoxious than it had any right to be. Okay then, let's just head over to a shelter and craft this, and then let's go. Well, actually, no, we'll do one of our flying mount quests first. Silly game. That is going to give us a pouch upgrade. A much needed pouch upgrade for potions. So I feel like that's something that'll help me going into this last part of the game. Oh, it's fully upgraded. Oh. So these don't require a whole lot. I'm not going to do any more of these tonight. But I am going to mark those for later. That's something that I can focus on my own. Because that's actually good to know if there's not that many upgrades needed. So now we have a ton of jobs. We're not going to worry too much about those. I wish I could have gotten the upgrades for this. I'm just not having any luck finding certain items. And is there anything, like, I mean, well, an Apex Behemoth. You know what? If it's not that difficult, let me see if it shows where that is. It doesn't. Okay, well, never mind then. Okay, so which of these are errands? So I want to do the faster stuff. Let's do this one. And we'll grab any other things we can along the way, because why not? Might as well get as many upgrades as I can before going into the end game. And again, like, I mean, I'm going to still play this game some once I get the platinum. Purely because I do want to make the inevitable DLC easier. Because again, I know Guerrilla. I know how games are these days. It's going to be a thing that happens. Almost certainly going to happen. Lobsters? Do I need a lobster for anything? Probably not. So I came here because it's a pelican spot, but I've seen pelicans in other places that were easier than this. Yeah, let me see if I can knock this out real quick, because I only need one feather from a pelican. I feel like wildlife doesn't want to spawn as much now that I'm working on, like, all of these upgrade quests. Birds. Birds are not real.
Take this to a dyer later.
Take stuff to a dyer if I wanted. Obviously, I don't care too much about that. Dang, the game really is being quite stingy on certain things. There's one. If I'm lucky, I will be able to get another upgrade piece. Hey, got one. Cool. And there, I just need a moonfish. It's right here. Might as well... Oh, it needs a lot of stuff. Well, if I can manage to catch a couple of moonfish, if they're, you know, maybe a bit more common. That's a striped bass. That is also a striped bass. And I wouldn't mind having them because... Oh, can I get the stingray? Ooh, I would not want to touch the back end of a stingray. Because I had a friend once that she stepped on a stingray at the beach that was under the water. And apparently that was not a very pleasant experience. Not one that I would recommend. Fish? Did he just, like, warp out of existence? So that's a moonfish. They are just warping out of existence. The hell? Apparently it's not birds that don't exist. It's moonfish that don't exist. Because they can warp in and out of existence at will. Especially when I'm trying to actually catch them. Game! Why? Like, why? NCS attempts to catch fish for an hour. That should be the new name of the stream. They just disappear, though. They disappear before I can even grab them. Like, I get close to them, and then they just phase out of existence. Is that a bug? I got one? That has gotta be a bug. They just know to phase out of existence the second I get near them? I have no idea, man. This game is something else sometimes. I mean, again, I'll go into my discussion here again. I like Horizon Forbidden West. I like this game. I do. It's a fun game. It's fun to play. I've enjoyed the vast majority of my time playing it. That being said, it's not like a god tier game like some people out there seem to think. You know, it has its share of flaws. In fact, it's, you know, buggy at times. Even without this whole moonfish thing, the game is rather buggy in a few places. Like, there we go. That didn't count? Was that not a moonfish? So, I mean, like, yes, I like the game. It's not like it's the greatest thing ever made, though. Sure, I'll get a little flack for that, but, like, there are, you know, other games out there that do the open world formula a little bit better. And there are times where, to be fair, this game does get a little bit boring. I will say that. There are times where the game does get a little bit boring and a little bit repetitive. It is what it is, though. Okay, so we need to get seagull feathers. And I don't see any seagulls anywhere. All I see are snap malls, which is not a fun time. Is that a pelican? That's a pelican. Okay, whatever. I don't actually care about that. Conceal... What? Oh, okay, I know what that is, yeah.
Take cover in its spore cloud.
It's like a mushroom you can shoot for cover. And that's just a lobster. Yeah, all I'm seeing here are pelicans. And crabs. And lobsters. Oh, he's mad. He's not happy about me being here and intruding on his territory. Okay, gull feathers are going to be a problem when there are no gulls. 'Cause that's a pelican. I have no idea why I'm even focusing on this, because I said I wasn't going to. That one? There's one. He's like underground. There we go. And he gave me nothing. He did not give me any feathers. So you know what? Screw it. Let's just get back to what we need to do. I'm not going to waste any more time on this side quest crap. Or on this job crap, whatever you want to call it. Uh-oh. My mount's taking some damage.
The sentry said the raft was heading west. One raft in an ocean. Should be easy to find.
That's the positive spirit, Aloy. Alright, let's go get it. So this is going to be one of our 2 things that we have to do for a trophy. That's a pretty big area to search. God, for an Aaron quest, this is going to be more difficult than I expected.
I don't see a raft down there. Fugitives must be somewhere else.
Okay. How do you know it's not a raft that just sank or something? It easily could have sank. Like, it easily could have sank. I'm not seeing anything alive down there. Seems like a bit of a mystery. We solving the Alcatraz escape mystery? Where there's still those theories that a handful of prisoners managed to escape on, like, a raft made out of something that they stole? And prison-made glue? I remember Mythbusters did an episode on that, and I want to say they deemed it plausible.
Maybe those fugitives didn't make it too
Like, I think they deemed it plausible.
I'll only find out if I go down there. There's someone down in that rocky outcrop.
Yeah, I want to say they deemed it plausible.
Leave me here, Outlander!
You're one of the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach? Where are the others?
They're probably
Up
dead.
on top of the tower across the sea to the west. Where I left them. I thought that they were true Tanakh, but they're murderers, not soldiers.
The Tanakh that Tide's Reach think you should all face justice.
Then they should come and get me themselves. If you want justice, then find the others. Leave me here to face the sea. My last battle.
As you wish. Fly to the top of the tower. So where are we headed? Like, is this actually... Oh yeah, we're clearing up the fog. That's what we're doing.
If they're close to landfall, there could be a threat to the clan.
That's like over a kilometer away, though. Like, what's going on here? Why are we going for this? And remember, we have to complete this side quest because it requires a flying mount, so it's one of... I want to say there's 4 side quests in the game that require a flying mount, and you have to complete 2 of them. I hope that errands do count for that. If not, I'm going to feel dumb because I will have wasted a lot of time, but I think they do. Because we've completed, like, virtually every side quest in the game. There's really not a lot more to do in this game in terms of stuff like that. So we gotta do this, then we gotta do one more quest like this. And then we've still gotta do, hey, sweet plays. So once I knock this out, we've got obviously the final mission. We gotta do one more quest like this. And we've got to do Alva's side quest, which is a full-blown side quest. Those take longer than the errands. I think my machine is hurt. I might need to get him repaired. Fly to the top of the tower to the west. I assume you mean perhaps this one? This one seems to be sort of right in the center of our marker. Wolf Among Us PS4. Ooh, very nice. Very solid game. Very underrated Telltale game. Well, I say underrated, but I'm honestly not sure if I'd say that because a lot of people do love the game. I mean, we're supposed to get a sequel to it. Oh, speaking of that... Oh, I can't land here?
Looks like some kind of old world office.
Yeah, speaking of that...
What I can find here.
Wait, there's a campfire here? What? Yeah, speaking of that, Gearbox. Or one of them, I can't remember if it was Gearbox or one of the others, just announced that we're getting a second season of Tales from the Borderlands.
Alva wouldn't want to miss this. Better let her know I'm here.
Oh, is this... Oh. That's Alva's quest. Let me get my mount back. Because I don't think that's the building that it wants us to go to. Maybe one of these other ones?
There. Someone's lit a fire.
Ah, okay.
The raiders who attacked Tide's Reach.
But yeah, we're getting Tales from the Borderlands Season 2, which is exciting. I mean, to be fair, I would have expected a Wolf Among Us Season 2 first. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. Tales from the Borderlands was pretty good, too. Walking Dead Final Season.
It's full of Sunwings. That can't be good. I can't let these fugitives escape.
Walking Dead Final Season has some really odd trophies to it. Or trophy lists, I mean. Because it has 4 versions for some reason. It's the only Telltale game that's like that. But it has 4 versions for some reason. North American and European, digital, and download.
Up there! There's someone flying!
Who is that? Who cares? Bring her down!
Which I feel like was kind of a really weird choice. Uh-oh. How the hell did I survive that? Aloy, you should be dead like 10 times over. How the hell did I survive that? I don't know how that just happened. I guess that was kind of cool. I'm not even upset about that. That was something that I was not expecting. Okay, so these guys have armor, so really, this is going to be an annoying fight, though. If they can just knock me off ledges like this is going to be kind of annoying. Well, theoretically, it looks like you could have maybe climbed to the top. Do you actually need a flying mount? Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands had, like, a digital and a disc, or, like, an original and a re-release or something. It was one of those games that did something like that. If I force him off, that's fine, too. Excuse me? I had plenty of health left. Excuse me, game? But yeah, Walking Dead has final season has 4 versions.
That must be the tower Jomar mentioned. And it's full of sunwings. Okay, that's the raiders. And they are a threat.
See if I can just fly over to it with this instead. Season 1, yeah, Season 1 also has 4 versions. I've done 3 of the versions for Season 1. Why does it always default to that as my weapon? Yeah, Season 1 has 4 versions. The only version I haven't done yet is the Japanese version, which doesn't even have the DLC. If I can find a copy of that, I will do it. Because that would be kind of cool to say I did, you know, all the Walking Dead games, or really more than anything to be able to say I did all the Telltale games. Because that's kind of my goal some days, to be able to say that I did all the Telltale games. Because right now, I'm missing the Japanese version of Walking Dead Season 1, which I'd have to import, which will probably be fairly expensive. But then again, I did it for the Japanese version of Heavy Fire Afghanistan, so I guess it's not that difficult to do.
That's the last of them.
So I'll see about that. I'll see if I can pull that off.
Or anyone else.
Alright, that was easy. Well, I mean, easy-ish. Am I able to play Europe games on an American account? If you bought them on a European account? I'm a little confused on what you're saying there. If you're saying what I think you mean, then usually when it comes to region stacks, you have to buy them in the particular region. You have... Hey, Miller Dude. Yeah, you have to buy them in the particular region. Then once you buy them for that region, as long as it's all being done on your main PS4 or PS5, I think as long as you download them to the console, you should be able to play them. That answers the question. No, they're Pelican. All that seems to exist is Pelicans. I don't need no Pelicans. I've gotten one goal and it had nothing that I actually needed. Now that being said, we completed one... Ooh, maybe. Oh, that's a lobster. For some reason I thought that was a bird. So I am clearly an idiot. Any other goals living around here, or am I just gonna have to do that myself off screen? Because I just saw the spawn here, so I figured, you know, see if there's anything easy just sitting here. They don't seem to be. Yeah, so as long as you buy it and download it onto whatever your primary console is, it shouldn't matter what region it is for these stacks. Because that's what I did, was I would buy games on my European account, download into my PS4, and I can play them on my main account. So you should be fine if you do it that way. Okay, so we're not going to bother with that again. We've completed one of 2 flying mount quests. Salmon skin? Really? That's in, like, the middle of a mountain. I don't know why there would be fish in the middle of a mountain. That actually is easy. Lizards are common. I can knock that one out real quick. Lizards are easy. I can knock that out real quick. That's easy. Then we can head off to the final story mission, and then we'll just have a couple of side missions left. So we need 2 skins from horned lizards. Vulture, peccary. Of course, now the lizards are going to be like an ultra rare spawn because reasons. Nope, there's one. Oh, that's a scorpion. I'm not even sure I knew that was in the game. I'm legitimately not sure I knew that was a thing. Alright, let's get him. Alright, one more horned lizard skin. That should be fairly easy to get. And then we can go on to the final main level of the game. Exciting. Got him. Come on, horned lizard skin. Yeah. Did it. Alright, let's head back to the base. Let's go. We're on the final main quest of the game, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all do it. Let's finish this thing off. Your first platinum was Walking Dead Season 1. I mean, that was like my 6th platinum ever. My friend, at the time, a 6-hour or 8-hour platinum was an easy game. In the PS3 era, a 6 to 10 hour game where pretty much all you had to do was press buttons to forward dialogue and do a few QuickTime events was an easy platinum and was the easiest platinums of the day. Trophy hunting has changed quite a bit over the years. And not really in a good way. I still want to do a video about that someday where I just, like, talk about the overall downfall of trophy hunting and how it's kind of fallen apart in the last few years.
Buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
Who? You sent a strange man to my room? Do you want this to turn into, like, a possibly non-consensual Pornhub video?
Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base.
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well.
Is Sylens gonna be like the surprise final boss or something?
Inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does.
Oh yeah, plenty of people still trophy hunt. I'm just talking about the death of like actual quality trophy hunting.
Care for a demonstration.
Because I still want to do a video someday, like just...
Enough.
Excuse me, not a video, a live stream that I still want to do someday. Probably over the summer, where I get 100 platinums in one live stream in like world record time. That's what I kind of want to do. Just try to get 100 platinums in a world record time. Be done on an alt account, wouldn't be done on my main account. As you know, you've got at least 2 versions of each of the Pig D type games. There's like 5 of those now, so I think that's like 10 platinums there with no effort in like 30 minutes. You've got Santa's Workshop and the Catch-Up Story. That's 4 more platinums super quick. You got Quick Maths.
I was half sorry to disappoint.
And Rainbow.
I'd say she's more.
So that's 4 more. And I'm not even talking, you know, if I added region stacks. For that kind of a video, I might do region stacks. I don't know yet if I would do that, though. Just because, honestly... I mean, I guess... For a series like that, or for a stream like that, it can make sense to do region stacks. So I'm trying to set a world record or something that's kind of different.
I have to go. I'll make that.
Aloy.
Alright.
You think we can talk?
Sure, why not? We're at the end of the game, I'll talk to you.
Back with some interesting friends.
Oh yeah, the breakthrough games. Most of those are like 5-minute long platinums. Which, to be fair, as much as I trash talk them for having really quick, easy platinums, with cheats half the time, unlike most of the developers out there, they don't take full advantage of the trophy system. Like, all they have is a North American and a European PS4. No PS5, no Vita versions, no Asian or Japanese stacks. Every single one of them is exactly two games. So, to be fair, they're not the worst in that sense. Because they only give you, at most, 2 games.
Get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should...
Nope, let's do it. We're going into the end game here, Aloy. This is it. Final level. Let's end this thing.
Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest.
Finished the Elden Ring Platinum. Very nicely done.
Inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way...
Well, it makes sense it could transport him up back to the spaceship as needed.
But also
also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right.
What army are you talking
We'll
about
meet up
now,
again just
Aloy?
before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare.
Yeah, I mean, most easy platinums nowadays are stacking on PS4 and PS5, or at least they have multiple versions for PS4 and PS5, plus multiple region stacks. Working on the PS5 version of Elden Ring.
A minute?
Is it true that Elden Ring is, like, theoretically one of the easier Soulsborne games? Like, is that true? Because I've been hearing that a little bit, like it's one of the easier Soulsborne games because you can over-level the hell out of yourself.
There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator.
Compared to, like, other Soulsborne games, you can just, like, completely over-level yourself, and it's more open world, so you can sort of do stuff in your own order.
This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over.
Free Spaghetti.
The Beta left.
Oh yeah, that franchise has a ton of trophies. But I've never done an Asian or Japanese or no, excuse me, I've never done like a straight up Asian stack of a game. I've done, you know, one Japanese stack ever, but it was a physical copy. I've done one Korean stack ever, again a physical copy.
There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
So it is one of the easier ones.
Keep her safe.
Because, yeah, that's what I've been hearing. A lot of people saying that it technically is one of the easiest because of ways that you can almost exploit it. It's certainly not an easy platinum by any means, but just easier.
Might be.
Okay, guys. I don't care about talking to my companions. That's not important to me. Oh, I still got to go do that at some point. Oh, so it's this last little section of the map. Let's go. We're headed off to the final battle. For the Freddy Speedy games, I mean, they're not difficult, I don't think. I've never actually played them. I've seen videos and stuff. Also, somebody uploaded a trophy guide on PSN Profiles for the Skywalker Saga. Really well-written trophy guide, by the way. And they don't list anything as being a glitched trophy anymore, so maybe the worst of it's been fixed. Because if so, that at least gives me something else to play in the future, because that's a 70 to 80 hour platinum. It's a fun game, but a very, very long, time-consuming platinum.
There. Rendezvous point. I should take care of everything I can before calling in.
If you proceed past this point, you'll be locked into Singularity, and the open world will be unavailable for the duration of the quest. Confirm. Let's do it!
Okay, everyone.
Let's finish this thing!
It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
This is it! The end of the game. The end of the line.
Where are the others?
not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Oh, she can float. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then let's begin.
Some of the bosses that are easier to kill, some of them are still tricky. It's one of the easier ones overall, and you'd help me. Well, that's good to know, but it's probably not something that I'm gonna do anytime soon.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water,
Legacy of Thieves Collection. Yeah, Legacy of Thieves Collection absolutely should have had 2 platinums. That has one of the stupider trophy lists I've seen in recent memory. It's like your platinum trophy is Uncharted 4 plus a new trophy for finish everything in the Lost Legacy. And then the entire DLC is the Lost Legacy, and it's one DLC with like 50 trophies, which I've never seen before and didn't know they were allowed to do. Because I've never seen a DLC that had more than like 12 or 13 trophies. Something's stuck in my throat here. Well, there's our base that we're going for.
that plain offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva,
To be honest, specters aren't even the most threatening.
Where are they going?
Somewhere.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of trophies, but it's not really the best choice for all those trophies, unless you're auto-popping all of them, which is something I plan to do at some point.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
I say do it.
We should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Is that a good idea?
Aloy, we're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
What is Beta gonna do, and why am I suddenly scared?
Be careful.
Let's go.
I've heard that there are issues with that game's auto-pop. Like, only certain trophies auto-pop for some people.
As quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
You know, the funny thing is,
Company. Follow my
as much as specters are meant to be like a mini-boss almost in the game, they're really not the biggest threat. Like, they're really not the worst things in the game, because, yeah, they're annoying with their stealth generation fields and stuff. But in reality, they don't have a lot of health, is the thing. Like, they actually really don't have a lot of health. They're generally lower-leveled enemies compared to some of the others, like, you know, like the Thunder Jaws and some of those, like, Tremor Tusks and stuff like that are generally a lot more threatening than these guys are. Especially if you're fighting them, like, one or two against you at once, you know. Because specters, they really don't have a lot of health. They're not anywhere near, like, the most dangerous enemies in the game. I'd rather fight them than some of the really, really, like, tough guys, you know? Come on, let me search him. That's a lot of good materials that I won't. So yeah, specters, they can still kill you, obviously. They can still be dangerous. but they're far from the most dangerous machine in the game. Which is why I wonder how bad the final boss fight's gonna be. The farming trophies don't always show up. Okay, so that's what doesn't show up. Yeah, I mean, I've heard different people saying different things about the game. Encounter select won't always give you the trophy until you redo it. That's kind of dumb.
You want to target me, do ya?
Yeah, I know it's not, you know, a difficult platinum by any means, but
I think you're right.
it's gonna be one that
Yeah.
can have its positives and negatives. Okay, I'm gonna need healing items here for sure. I don't have a ton of them.
There's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
See if we can heal up a bit. See if we can get more healing items, I mean. Alright, so we're gonna have to climb. That's what you're indicating here with the yellow markers.
Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
Damn, you guys got there pretty quick, don't you think? I mean, yeah, Lost Legacy is easy. I will say, like, with Lost Legacy, the final boss fight was a little bit annoying.
It's creepy in here.
Even with cheats, but
I'll protect you.
I'm surprised I survived that. Because that wasn't what I was trying to do. Oh, come on, Aaron. You're too afraid to swim. You can't just swim a little bit. Swimming's fun and good for you. Oh yeah, it's definitely the easiest Uncharted Platinum, though. Lost Legacy is, for sure. Uncharted 4 is not too hard, either. Now, the DLC is a bit of another story entirely. Yeah, the DLC is, that's something else to be thinking about.
Can we please leave?
I mean, Naughty Dog is like one of the worst developers in the world when it comes to trophies for DLCs.
I wish I had a glider.
They are literally among the worst for DLC trophies. Like, every game they make that has DLC trophies, the DLC is so much worse than the base game.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight, you choose.
If I can sneak past it, I will, but I might be able to get a sneak hit on it. I don't think I can capture them. Or, I mean, I don't think I can override them. I mean, fighting them's cool and all, but if I don't have to fight one, I probably will avoid it because they are still annoying with their... Oh, I can stealth him. Do it. Knock him down. Do a shit ton of damage from the stealth hit. So what are they weak against, just for my future notice? They're weak against corrosion and plasma. Okay. I was thinking they were weak against corrosion. Didn't know about the plasma. So that's good to know. Corrosion and plasma. It just threw me off the side of the... Can I even get back up? Okay, good, I can. I was about to say, like, did you just throw me somewhere I can't catch up on? 2 knots on crushing. Yeah, Uncharted 2 is not too bad. It's not as difficult as Uncharted 1. Uncharted 1 is definitely the most difficult if you're doing everything legitimately. If you're not doing it legitimately, if you're using bugs that are in the game, then it's kind of a different story. In fact, if you're using all the bugs in the game, Uncharted 1 is actually one of the easiest ones, because you can skip, like, half the game with glitches in the game. Like, you can literally skip about half of Uncharted 1 if you use the bugs in the game. Whereas 2, I want to say you can skip parts of the train, but that's about it. Maybe a couple other things. Oh, I see a flower over there. Is there something that the game specifically wants me to do, though? Well, it wants me to go back that way to a tower. That's clearly not what we're supposed to do. Scavenge everybody here. There's a Ravager, or no, yeah, it is a Ravager cannon, okay. Well, we can't use that, so jump on over. Grab some extra wood, because why the hell not at this point? Because we might need it.
Yeah, clear those weeds.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't like to grab ledges and stuff. I mean, it wasn't earlier game in the trophy world. I mean, I think Uncharted 1 was the first game to get a platinum trophy, right?
This one, Aloy. Keep moving.
You can? Well, alright then. I won't bother with it. Yeah, because I think Uncharted 1 was the first Uncharted game to get a platinum trophy.
I guess that we can't do nothing. Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was
all these sun wings.
Destroyed? You know, instead of a whole world.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the whole world was gonna get destroyed in the first game if you weren't, you know, careful about everything, so I don't know. Oh boy, it's a Spectre. I wasn't expecting him there.
Machine will take a lot of damage from acid.
He's gonna be a bitch boy, isn't he? Oh, there's like 20 of these bitch boys here. Uh-oh. Well, I'm slightly concerned now because there's like 3 Spectres. One Spectre isn't that much of a threat. 3 of them at once is a little bit more of a threat.
Don't get that stuff on you.
And again, they're not the most difficult machines in the game, but 3 of them at once is a lot more of a threat. Oh, that worked. That did good. Yeah, 3 of them at once, that's a bit more of a threat. Even if I can acidify them. And we're not going to armor off, which is good. Almost out of arrows, great. Keep going. Just, like, run away for a second, please. Again, Spectres alone aren't the biggest threat. Okay, so it was Drake's Fortune, then. So, fun fact, I want to ask you guys know that I sometimes watch very obscure things on the television. I've currently got in my watch later plans to grab onto a tree, apparently. But no, plans to rewatch. It was a series that only ran for 1 season here in the US. It was called Treasure Hunters. I'm legitimately curious to know if anyone has ever heard of this show or remembers it at all. Because I do remember bits and pieces of it, and I'm rewatching it. I'm planning to rewatch it. But it was a reality show. It played a lot like The Amazing Race, from what I remember. But it was like a mix of The Amazing Race plus National Treasure, which is a combination that seems like it should work out very well. From what I remember, it was a cool series. and it only ever got one season. But I found that the entire series is apparently on YouTube. I randomly had a thought about it recently and decided, hey, why the hell not? Let's watch the whole series again. When I have time, that is. So yeah, a good old classic series that half the world has probably, most people have never heard of. That unfortunately never got any more episodes to it. Never got a second season, sadly. Which I will say, like, when it comes to stuff like that, there are quite a few shows out there that only got, like, 1 or 2 seasons that I wish had gotten more. Like, Revolution on NBC, the one where, like, all the electricity goes down. That was a... It wasn't the best series ever, but it was fun to watch, honestly. Like, it was bad enough to be good type of series. It got, like, comic books to help end the series later on, but it was never as definitive as it could have been. But there's one TV series that I often remember, and I want to know if anyone else remembers it. I believe it was released on NBC around, like, 2007, 2008. It was a show called Jericho. It ran for 2 seasons. It was canceled despite very high viewer rates, very high audience retention. It was canceled after the second season. Actually, it was initially canceled after the first season, but they still managed to get a second season made. And they made, like, comic books for a mock 3rd and 4th season that, you know, barely count in my opinion. It was a show about the United States gets attacked by an unknown enemy that detonates, like, 25 nukes in large cities on American soil.
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
The first season is more heavily based on, you know, the survivalist aspects of the small town of Jericho in Kansas, whereas the second season becomes much more focused on living under a new, pretty authoritarian government that takes over the western half of the country. It was a really, really good series. And unfortunately, it was canceled despite high success in viewership.
That's for sure.
And there's a lot of theories out there about why that happened.
Looks like the others have things under control. They're riled up now.
And the predominant theory is that it was getting too close to what the world elites were thinking and saying and such. And it got a little bit too close for comfort for them. And that's what, and it was forced to shut down. Not because of low viewership or anything. Golden Abyss. Yeah, Golden Abyss is probably the hardest in terms of if you do everything legitimately.
I think we're in trouble.
Oh, that's like 50 specters.
I'm not doing anything.
No, that's like several hundred specters.
She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Mia. Come on.
Yeah, Jericho, it was a really, really good show. One that I wish had gotten more to it on TV. Even though it pissed off probably certain elitists that weren't happy about certain things from it.
Very clever.
Because I want to say it's eventually revealed.
Which is faster and more
Out of that water. Because I want to say it's eventually revealed that the nuclear attack was done by, like, secretive organizations and people within the government that wanted to take control. So, of course, there are going to be certain people that are very unhappy about that. I want to say that's what ended up happening. I could be wrong. It's been over a decade since I've watched anything from the series. I might actually purchase it on iTunes Store, whatever you call it, because I kind of want to rewatch the series in the modern day. It'll be no different from like how the guy that was directing Gray State, him and his whole family got offed.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Out of absolutely nowhere, they just all got offed. If you watched the trailer for Gray State, you would know why they got offed. But they did. It's very well known in the so-called conspiracy community that they were offed. They were not. It wasn't a murder-suicide like they're going to try to say. It was very, very clearly getting offed by people that were not happy about what was being shown.
Big Rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
I guess not all the Spectres are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy.
Okay, so we got one Spectre. I remember there was another series that was called Flash Forward. Anyone remember that one? It only ran for one season. I only watched a few episodes of it, but it was an interesting premise. It was like the whole world blacks out for several minutes on one given day. And like everyone sees a vision of their future. It was a cool idea. From what I remember, it wasn't very well executed. I only watched a few episodes of it though, so I don't really remember that one. Then there was, what was it, Zoo? They got canceled at a really weird time. One where all the animals become, like, really violent towards the world. I wouldn't have to worry about that because animals love me. Like, I'm an animal whisperer, so I don't think I'd have to worry too much about that. And there was, like, oh yeah, The 9 Lives of Chloe King. I remember that one just randomly from years and years ago. It was kind of a weird show. It wasn't anything great. It was a weird show from back in the day, and it got canceled after one season and left on a cliffhanger. I hate when shows end on a cliffhanger, by the way. I really don't like that. Like, that is one thing that I really hate about TV, is when things end on a cliffhanger that is never resolved. I mean, Hey Arnold didn't get resolved for 13 years. Which, I mean, I was very happy with the finale, but still, the fact that they made us wait 13 years for that shit to come out was just absolutely ridiculous. I actually rewatched the Jungle movie when I got really sick recently. So that was fun. Because it had been so long since I'd seen it, since like 2017, so 5 years ago, or 4.5 years ago. It was great seeing it again because it's a legitimately pretty good episode. It's in the, like, upper fourth of Hey Arnold. Which was one of my favorite shows out there as a kid. And even to this day. Great series. Absolutely love it. I have no idea if I actually hit him with that. Yeah, these things are weak to, like, every element. They just... There's a lot of them and they have a lot of armor is the problem. And I've actually heard interesting rumors that there might be plans for a Hey Arnold reboot if the Rugrats reboot is successful. Which, I haven't watched anything from the Rugrats reboot. I don't know how I feel about that one because they made some really weird changes to it that lack a lot of the original charm of the original Rugrats. Which, by the way, guys, if anyone's curious, I think I've talked about this a couple times before, but like,
Just some parts.
I was banned from watching that as a kid because my parents thought it was inappropriate. And yet, shows like Hey Arnold was fine. I'm not going to go any more into that, but yeah, that was part of my childhood, so that was kind of funny. I wasn't allowed to watch Rugrats when I was young. But it looks like that reboot is, as weird as it is going fairly well. And if it goes well, then maybe we get a Hey Arnold reboot? I honestly just don't know if I want that, though.
Big jump.
Because, like, the original Hey Arnold is just... It is what it is. It's such a classic.
To the right, I think.
It took some chances at times, you know? It did some fairly obscure things for the time, you know? You had a whole episode of a character going to therapy, which for like 2002, 2003 was not something you ever saw, and something I can certainly relate to in the modern day.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy.
You had the Helga says crap in one episode, which is like, obviously that's not a curse word or anything, but hearing it on a Nickelodeon show isn't really to be expected. You have the Veterans Day episode, which is Gerald's story. Gerald and his dad's story is bring a tear to your eye. But like Arnold's grandpa's story is literally he straight up beats up Hitler and it's shown on screen. And the episode was banned after one airing because of that. I'm sorry, but he beat up Hitler. Why is it getting banned for that? There's nothing wrong with that. Even if it was him exaggerating his history, he beats up Hitler on screen. Like, that's the kind of stuff we need on TV these days, right? I just remember, like, even, like, the Christmas episode was, like, one of the best episodes of any TV series ever.
Come on, let's go!
That's Regala!
This way, demon! Ah!
Oh, is she gonna die? No, she's gonna murder it. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, she dead.
Promised. Go!
She dead. Wow, okay. So we got a unique cutscene for it. I don't know if it was worth losing out on a unique weapon, but okay. That was kind of cool. That's cool, because you wouldn't have gotten that if you didn't spare her. And again, like, if the weapon she gave you was a legendary item, it would be different. But it's just like a very rare bow. It's not even a legendary. It's not even like the best of its category. So I don't mind, you know, saving her for that purpose. And we'll see if she survives or not. We'll see if they find a way for her to survive. Damn, Tremortuss, or whatever those things are called, are just beating the shit out of an army of... Oh, boy.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Matilda's little pet.
This looks bad.
So Silence! Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it. You're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up!
This looks bad. An EMP's hype generator.
Are we supposed to be scared?
There go your shields! And yet they can still fly.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
Well, clearly we have one machine helping us. We have a gigantic-ass machine helping us, so I don't really know what the issue is. Because you're probably not going to die from this. It's one giant machine fighting off a shit ton of specters. And it's also during a cutscene, so you have nothing to worry about. And we have a random Zenith that still has her shield helping us.
Secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
This is so weird, though. Her, like, floating around like that just feels really off to me. Almost like the Leia scene from The Last Jedi, where she's, you know, floating away. Into space and, like, recovers herself. You know the extremely stupid scene that I'm talking about if you've seen The Last Jedi. Which is one of my least favorite Star Wars movies, by the way. I think it's one of the worst ones in the franchise. I don't think it's as bad as, like, episodes 1 and 2, but it's easily one of the worst.
Do the best you can.
I mean, for as bad as The Rise of Skywalker was, I'd rather have that over The Last Jedi, personally. Because if Last Jedi just hadn't have happened, things would have been better. Because if Last Jedi hadn't have happened, Rise of Skywalker would have been better, personally speaking. Okay, boss fight. Ooh, he's gonna be a threat.
Felt that, didn't ya?
And he can float.
Take that!
It looks like he's more of a fan of the ranged attack.
I'm taking you down.
But he's got me hit by plasma, which is gonna hurt when I explode in a second.
Whoa. I can't let him touch me.
Maybe I should switch back to the water bow, try to do some fast damage. He's talking like I do when I'm drunk on a live stream. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I love how they have these abilities that I'd love to know where they come from. Because they don't make any logical sense. Are they like some kind of energy weapon or something? Bro, you're not the toughest enemy in the world. Like, I've got your health almost down to half. You're not doing a whole lot to me. And I got healing items out the ass, kind of. Oh, so you're gonna do that kind of an attack. Okay, so now you're gonna attack from close range. Maybe I underestimated you. Because you seem to be more of a threat than Regala was during her final battle.
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my
And there's
way out.
probably no easy way to restock in this mission, if at all.
Just need to find my way in there.
This is the end for you!
I mean, he's over halfway killed. I just keep lighting him on fire. And he's too stupid to get out of the way of it. You know what? Let's light him up with some plasma. Let's hit him with a little plasma bolt. You're not doing a whole lot of damage, dude. You really aren't. Like, even your direct hits aren't doing a lot. So I can't do the damage sack from plasma that I normally can. But that's okay. And dead. Easy enough. Not too difficult of a fight. What's happening?
Like to hurt.
Killed him.
Now we're having fun, right?
Well, you killed one of them. Can we take his armor and use it ourselves or something? That would be helpful for a New Game Plus ultra hard playthrough.
In time.
I can't even scavenge his body!
I'll regroup with the others and make sure that...
I don't like that. I want to scavenge the dead body. Because I feel like that would make future playthroughs a lot easier. Okay, guys, I really gotta take a piss. So I'll be back in like 2 to 3 minutes. And we will finish off this game. Much better. I'm ready to go. Let's finish this thing. Platinum for 2 and 3 is impossible. That is correct. Because the online went down in 2019.
Machines and specters have almost wiped each other out.
It's been almost 3 years since that went down. Same with The Last of Us.
The self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems,
including the lift.
A self-destruct.
I'm afraid so. He's restricted it.
Why would... Taking my last bit of drink. Well, half of my last bit of drink. Hey, Adam.
Access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go.
Climbing isn't a problem. We can climb all day long. Aloy, climb. Thank you. Hey, Ghost. Felt like last year they went down. Yeah, man, it's been 3 years. And I'm still sad, like... I'm happy that I was able to finish The Last of Us and Uncharted 2. Like, I would have loved to have finished Uncharted 3 as well. I just kind of... It was a combination of running out of time for it, and at the time, I just didn't really have, well, the time needed to finish Uncharted 3. Because we had finished Uncharted 2. It took us a couple months, like me, Snickle, and the rest of the group. Took like a month or two in the middle of summer. And it was nice that we actually finished it. So we finished Uncharted 2. But you know, Uncharted 3 is the most brutal Uncharted game to 100%. And we just, you know, we just kind of ran out of time, honestly. Plus, I had a lot going on. I was moving from Cincinnati back to South Carolina. So I was really busy with that. And it was right when we got a new puppy that I was helping my parents take care of. So it was just a very busy time. If I had had another month from where I was, given certain things that became available, I would have probably gotten the game to like 90%. I would not have 100%ed it. I wouldn't have had enough time to finish the treasures. But I think that if I had had another month, I could have probably gotten it to 90%. Personally, I think I could have. So yeah, if I had had another month, I could have gotten it to 90. Even if I hadn't have finished it. 90 would have been pretty solid. I would have been pretty happy with that. But I guess in some ways it's almost better that I got stuck at, you know, 70-ish%. And not, you know, one trophy away from being done with it, which would have been, honestly, even more insulting. Like with Hasbro Family Game Night. Missing out on Killzone and Uncharted. Yeah, I mean, with Killzone, I'm still sad that I missed out on the Killzone 3 multiplayer. I would have gone for Killzone 3 multiplayer if it wasn't a broken mess in the last several months that it existed. Because I finished Killzone 3, and Killzone 3 multiplayer, it's the same trophies, plus 4 that are cumulative and carry over from Killzone 3. The problem is, they're completely bugged and don't usually track your stats properly. And that's the main reason why I chose not to do the multiplayer, was because I was worried that it would be broken. I needed more time if I had wanted to do it. I never started it, so it's not on my list, obviously, which is good. But I would have liked to have been able to do that.
I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis.
Uncharted, yeah, I mean, just Uncharted 3. Like I said, if I'd had, like, another month, I probably could have gotten it to 90%.
It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
Are we about to throw aliens into this?
Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
What? Excuse me? So, a machine destroyed their colony on Sirius, and now a machine is destroying them here and gonna destroy Earth? What the fuck is even going on at this point?
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database
some
of our
Matrix
memories,
bullshit
emotions,
here.
and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking.
Is this our final boss? I mean, I know we're fighting a Stalker Prime somewhere, but come on.
In a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
There it is.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
There he is. There's our final boss. Alright, boys and girls, we got the final boss fight!
Truly want to hurt me?
I gotta get through all that armor before I can do.
Hey, done. That was easy. Weak against corrosive. Excellent. I hope you're more challenging than Regalia was. Because Regalia was a fucking joke. But that fight was a joke. Kind of hilariously a joke. Trophy done, though. We've scanned it. Even if I die, the trophy's unlocked, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I just realized that there's probably no healing items here, so I need to be careful. Yeah, I hope that Far Cry 2 doesn't shut down on you guys, because that'd be really fucked up of Ubisoft to not give you any sort of notice.
Why you're holding back?
Because I thought it was, like, required by law to give a bit of notice.
You're not taking me, Tilda!
And, like, the more fucked up part of it is that they fixed the servers on, like, the Xbox, but not on Sony consoles? Like, how does that make sense? That's just ridiculous, if you ask me.
Target active.
Like, if you're gonna fix it on one console, you need to fix it on all of them. That seems only fair, right? I guess, though, the thing is that maybe they're gonna make the argument that Far Cry 2's been down on the PC since 2021. Because they shut it down on PC in 2021.
Those gold plates are vulnerable.
Ow. Is that thing weak to anything else? It's also weak to plasma. Okay. I might actually try to use some plasma on it, because plasma works pretty well. I like plasma, especially out of a machine gun. Ooh, there we go. See if we can trigger a not a meltdown, but a, like some damage on this thing. I may die to this boss at once because I don't know what I was necessarily expecting. This thing's only halfway dead, so it's a formidable final boss. I give him credit. It's a formidable boss. I mean, we're not doing a lot of damage to this thing on any given attack, so... And we only have a limited amount of healing available.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
This won't work, Tilda!
See if we can knock it into plasma state again. Maybe. We're running out of hits to hit it with, so... It's gonna be close. Come on, reload. Get a reload in. Ah, crap. Okay, heal up.
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
Because we care about Earth, and we care about the citizens of Earth. I guess. I mean, I don't, because it's a fictional video game, so it doesn't actually matter to me what happens to the citizens of this fake Earth.
It's using those gold plates to power its attacks.
Ooh, he's got fire attacks now, or she does. So did she, like, orchestrate this whole thing to screw us over? Because it doesn't seem like a good idea to kill off, like, all of your comrades for this. Probably is not the best plan you had ever. Because let's be honest here, what if you die from something? Then what? You're screwed over because then you got no survivors. Like, you're literally screwed there because then you have no survivors. Like, what do you do from there? You got no survivors, do you just let humanity die? Maybe? Maybe Saul, I don't know, but it's just like, with Far Cry 2, if it's gonna shut down on, it should be shutting down on all consoles, not on just one of them. That's just kind of ridiculous. Sony gamers didn't deserve to get screwed over like that. If it never comes back online for Sony, but it does for Xbox. Now, another theory that I heard that people were saying, and I don't know if I believe it or not, but there's a theory now that Sony is acquiring Ubisoft, and that's why this is all happening. They're gonna, like, reboot it to put it on Sony exclusive or something. I don't really necessarily believe that, but it was a theory. Oh, it's dead. Well, okay. Not overly difficult. Yeah, I mean, they should have to give notice. I don't necessarily agree with, you know, unlocking all trophies for free just by logging in. But it's only fair that they actually give us a notice in the future. They really need to do that. I don't like the lack of a notice. That's what pissed me off more than anything about the idea of Uncharted or Far Cry 2 going down, was the lack of a notice. Because that's not fair to people. You have to give a notice. I thought you always had to give a 30-day notice, or else it could be, like, illegal or something.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the Rebel Army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
What?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
It is not over at all. Apparently there's a giant swarm of robots or something coming this way that's gonna kill us all. Which is almost certainly gonna translate to DLC content. So I was correct about DLC being a thing. There's a shuttle here that I guess could be used for emergency evacuation. But otherwise, there's very clearly a ship, or there's very clearly an enemy coming here that's gonna murder us all.
Very different than the one you fought.
So they are either gonna have a couple of DLCs for this game, or possibly just wait till Horizon 3 eventually comes out.
It's about preserving the one we have.
I mean, we don't have Apollo, so we still can't educate
My friends have a
people.
new mission. Just spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. The courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Okay, so let's get this straight. So Gaia has most of her sub-functions so she can save the biosphere from dying. So Earth is okay in that sense. They can preserve the biosphere. But this thing is going to show up sometime in the future and destroy all of Earth. Holy shit, have we got a straight up... it's not a Smash Brothers type credit sequence where you can shoot the credits type of thing. It's not playable, it's just a cutscene. Damn it, I was kind of hoping for a playable thing. That's true, DLC could lead into an invasion and they have to leave and they have no other choice but to leave and go to another planet because they're all going to die if they don't. That's a possibility. Okay, overall thoughts on the main story and such of Horizon. It is what it is. I'd say that it's arguably better overall than the first Horizon. The entire game, I think, in total, is better than the first Horizon. Like, I think this is a better game overall than the first Horizon. But I wouldn't necessarily call it anything, you know, incredible by any means. Like, I wouldn't say it's, the greatest game ever or anything. It was fun. It was very enjoyable overall, but not like it's, the greatest game ever made or anything. So, at this point, we still have a couple of things left to do. We have to finish this side quest. This is Alva's side quest. We have to do this. And then we have to finish a quest with a flying mount. And then we're done with our platinum. That's all we got left. So, a couple of trophies left. Let's go for it. It's not that late. It's only 10:45. Let's go. I mean, we're finishing this platinum tonight. That first mission was so short that I have no problem saying that we're going to finish this tonight. Unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong.
I know, but we might.
I really don't care. We've got all of our story stuff done, so...
Good to see you. I was hoping...
Yes, let's go.
Come on.
Why won't you just let me do it last time? Oh, we gotta follow her. Okay. Where are we headed? Let's go. We got a platinum trophy to get. I probably should have restocked on medicine and ammo and stuff while I was here. In fact, let's go ahead and start doing a bit of restocking.
So, let me get this straight. The diviner you talked to wanted nothing to do with Leviathan, even though it could help your homeland.
Yeah, let's go ahead and restock whatever we can while we can.
Just because there's forbidden knowledge around it?
The other diviners are like I used to be.
Honestly, though, the boss fights, like, some of these boss fights were easier than just normal enemies in the main game. Than, like, normal robots. Machines, whatever you want to call them. Some of these boss fights were, like, super, super easy compared to some of them. And some of these machine fights were harder than fighting some of these enemies in the main game.
We need to find a way in.
Or in the main story, I mean. Search the ruins for data. Is there machines? There is not.
Ruins. Let's look around.
Now there is.
Why is the ground shaking?
It means there's probably something coming up to kill us. It's a Slitherfang.
I want to find that data.
I haven't fought one of them in a while. They were the first boss in the game. They're weak against fire, so let's use fire. I mean, do I have to kill it? Is that, like, an actual requirement? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we actually gotta kill it. We hit it with fire. And it'll take damage from freezing and plasma. See if we can get some plasma damage going on it. That'd be great if we could. We're not going to go for the weak spot because we currently have a chance to deal some plasma damage, which we did do. There we go. That's some good damage dealt. He's halfway dead. Come on, this is the next to last thing we gotta do in the game. I'm happy. After this, we gotta finish one more side quest that requires a flying mount, of which we got, like, 2 ready. But this side quest could take a while, you know? A lot of the side quests in this game are fairly long. Yeah, a lot of the side quests in this game can take some time to get through. Alright, this guy's like 4/5 of the way dead. He's got plasma effect going on him, so he should be able to take some damage here. But yeah, so they are definitely setting this up either for DLC or for a third game. I don't know which they're gonna do. I get probably both. Probably they're gonna find a way to have the DLC lead into a third official game. Now, that third game may not come out until the PS6 comes out a decade from now. You never know. But I think that's a possibility.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now.
Search the ruins for the data. What are we doing? Just search the ruins for the data? Well, what kind of data are you referencing?
Collapsed when that Slitherfang came in.
I love how Sylens decided to return at the last second. So they're going to use him for future content for sure. It makes sense. He's a solid character. They're not going to kill him off or fly him away to another planet.
I might be able to kick that vent open.
Aloy? Are you drunker than I am? Because I don't see a vent. Where's this vent that you currently speak of? Because I'll be happy to kick open a vent for you. The question is, where is said vent? Oh, so there's definitely something down there that we're supposed to get eventually. Ancient supply chest.
A console.
Data console. Well, I'm glad we found the console, but we have to find a way to get in. Do you mean this vent? It's like not even a part of this world. That's like a part of a whole nother area, Aloy. You gotta be a little more specific if you tell me to go clear out a vent. Don't you think it's fair to give me a little more detail on what you're doing? Just saying. I feel like it is. You gotta give me a little more details on what you're planning on doing. Man, we're getting some epic tier supplies though, which is nice. I would gladly take epic tier supplies. Like that is not going to offend me to be giving me that for free. Okay, so we got to navigate this whole place somehow. Alright, so I see ledges that I can climb in here. The question is exactly where do I need to go in this building? Probably over there. I'm going to expect over there, so let's climb on these. Yep. See what the holoprojector says.
On every expedition, the soldiers would lay down
The data on
walkways and
Leviathan isn't
barriers
here.
first to protect. Let's go.
It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on.
Follow you to the headquarters. Oh boy. Whole nother area to explore.
So
Well, this is her story, though.
Mentioned?
This is her only other side quest, and then there's, then we gotta do one more flying mount quest, and then we're done. And we have, like, 2 errands ready that are flying mount based.
I know a lot about this ancestor.
Diviners spent years trying to figure out how to restore Leviathan. We found a lot of data on Eileen Sasaki in the process. Though, now I wonder how much of it is actually true.
Entrance is blocked. Gonna have to find another way.
Whoa, that's glowy.
Soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
Nearby ruin? Well, you better show me where that nearby ruin is. You can't expect me to do this all myself. I already see a thing I can pull down, or I saw a thing I can pull down. I mean, I'll have to get closer to it to be able to pull it down, but I saw something I'm going to have to pull down eventually. Like my pants. Oh, jokes.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
Follow your lead.
My poorly made jokes. We're gonna have to pull down my pants. Oh. Now, this is a family-friendly live stream, right? I mean, it's not, like, at all a family-friendly live stream. Like, at all. And I don't claim it to be a family-friendly live stream by any means. I think I see what I gotta do. Because these streams are never gonna be family-friendly. Ever. They're meant to be me being a drunken idiot, enjoying playing sometimes good games, sometimes terrible games.
Did it see us?
Because it's fun. And because I enjoy doing it. And because you guys tend to enjoy doing it. Or tend to enjoy watching it.
Well, that beam looks promising.
Aloy. Don't get stuck here. Okay, great. Is she gonna get stuck down here? I think she is. Okay, no, she's not, surprisingly.
Oh, I'll stay here. That looks a little iffy to me.
Alright, so we gotta pull that down. Alright, pull that down. I see a ladder to the right that we're gonna have to hit in a second. Okay, hitting it did nothing. Can I, like, boost her up there? Is that the kind of thing it's gonna make me do? I'm looking around for anything I can hit. Can be released by shooting lock at full draw. Yeah, but... Is that a lock? Oh, it was! Perfect throw, then. Am I going to do any more easy games? Absolutely. In the future.
Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, you know, not fall off
They won't fire. Yeah, I will absolutely be doing more easy games in the future. I'm just trying to cut back a bit on it. Because I did, you know, several super easy game streams. in a really short period of time. It's not helping trophy hunting in general. So yeah, for sure I'm going to do plenty more easy games in the future.
I've heard our soldiers say the Glinthawks are the worst.
The Glinthawks are the worst? Well, I don't know what your soldiers have been fighting, because Glinthawks are far from the worst. I fought so much worse than that.
Up this way.
Yeah, there will be more easy games. There will be more easy game streams in the future. There will be more platinum dumpster dives. I'm going to cut back on the amount of times I do that. But they are still going to happen. There are going to be more platinum dumpster dives in the future.
Aloy? We're really high off the ground.
You can do it, Alva, okay? Just don't look down.
Right.
I don't know when the next platinum dumpster dive will be. It could be as early as next week.
There's the tower.
I don't know. We'll see.
Aloy!
I'm okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see what I was supposed to do. I just saw the blue thing. I was not supposed to jump. I was supposed to knock the thing off the side of the wall.
There's the tower.
So let's go ahead and do that this time and not die a horrible, painful death.
After you.
New easy game in chat. Unless it was the next Pig D type game, then no. I haven't looked at the... Damn it, I missed another one. I haven't looked at the chat in the last couple hours. I saw that you sent a message to it, but I wasn't looking at it. I'll look at it once we're done with this.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over. But we are going to have to jump.
Aloy!
I'm okay.
There's multiple things I have to pull.
There's some of that debris first.
I understand now. There's multiple things I gotta pull. Ah, there we go. That's a bit more like it.
Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me
I'm gonna make
and
sure
make
Alva
sure I
makes
do
it
this right?
across before I take a look at this.
I have to watch her make it across. I don't care if she dies or not.
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
I don't give a shit.
Please don't break.
Oh, another Ryan's World game. Hasn't he done like 3 of them now?
Alva!
I'm okay.
Oh, I thought she died there.
That would have been a long
Yeah, hasn't he made like 3 of them now? Which, I can't blame that kid and his family. He's making $20 million a year. And getting all the toys he could ever want. I can't blame him at all. Because he's set for life and he's a third of my age, probably.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
October 2023.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
Got it.
Got it. Hell yeah. I'm smart. I'm so smart, guys. Aren't you proud of how smart I am to figure out basic puzzles? Aren't you proud of me?
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable.
Oh, the racing one? Okay.
Going ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad.
Yeah, there's a new Pig D type game. There's now like 5 of them. Again, that's why 100 platinums in a record time might be more doable. Because especially if I were to go out of my way to buy the EU versions
How about you let me worry about
of those games, you know, that would be 3 of each of those Pig games. And there's like 5 of them, so that'd be like 15 if I bought the EU versions as well.
Well, let's keep going.
So that'd be about 15 platinums just there.
There's a ladder in that shaft, but
Yeah, like Ketchup Story and Christmas Story. That's number 4. You start counting all of the breakthrough games, especially the ones that have like cheats or things that make them easier.
falling to my death.
Okay.
Am I supposed to go around the side? Yes.
Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get.
Why did you not make the jump, Aloy? Come on now. That was a pretty simple jump.
Legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too.
You guys were wrong about several things, so I am going to take that Gemshire. Alright, let's keep on climbing up. But yeah, I mean, there's several of those Ryan's toy games. And I mean, I can't blame the kid and his family. He's making tens of millions of dollars a year. So that family, and especially the kid, are going to be set for fucking life. I didn't play with enough toys as a kid to be good for something like that. I played as a kid with death, but also with trains, toy trains. That was my thing, like Brio trains and shit. That was my thing as a kid. I loved that stuff as a kid.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft.
So yeah, like toy trains were my big thing, like Brio stuff especially.
See where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance.
Aloy! I'm okay.
So yeah, that was my thing as a kid.
Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or...
But I played with that. I played with some Legos. And I had a lot of toy, like Hot Wheels type cars. Or at times probably knockoff Hot Wheels cars that I would play with. One of my favorite things to do as a kid, though, was like when we went to the beach, I would take a bunch of like golf balls and paddleball balls. And I would like actually race them down like tracks I would make in the sand. So we're like closer to what marble racing is in the modern day. Seriously? Oh God. Oh, I broke the game. This is so annoying. Come on, Aloy, quit being a bitch.
I don't think I'll be able to follow you there.
Well, she's still alive. Okay, you know what? We didn't die there, so it's okay. But, like, I'd race those things on, like, tracks I'd make the beach and stuff. So I had a creative mind, just... That isn't what I did. That is not what I hit. That is not at all what I hit. Come on now, gang.
This is a long way up.
Clearly it wants me to go this way. Where do you want to go from here? Up to here, presumably. Then we keep going up. Then across. What the hell? Come on, controls. That's not my fault. That is not my fault. That is bad game design right there. That is just piss poor game design right there. And really, you're gonna punish the player for your terrible game design here? Really?
In that shaft, but it's blocked. You go on ahead.
Like, that's not my fault. That is bad game design. Like, that is the definition of bad game design. Like, you're too lazy to program your game properly, so you punish the player for dying in something that you made. I just love when games do that. Like, that is absolutely the best possible way to treat your players. Like, seriously, come on. You gotta be fair. You gotta treat your players with some fairness. You can't screw the player over for your own bad game design. It's too far up for me to grab. Can I jump across to that? Yes. But is that what I was... That's not what I was supposed to do at all. Okay, so that's not actually what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to find another way up. Okay, so we can get to this ledge. And clearly we're supposed to go higher. Problem is, I see no way to do that. If there is a way, the developers are not making it very clear unless there's that right... Okay, that's clearly not what I was supposed to do. And there's a thing up there that's pulsing. That's like... Well, what the hell am I supposed to do, developers? Do you want to explain this one to me? Because clearly you don't know what I'm supposed to do either. Because you would have made this thing work. If you knew what I was supposed to do, you would have actually made this work. But clearly you had no idea what you were doing, so you just threw this shit together hoping that someone out there would figure it out. Because I can't just grapple upward, it won't let me do that. And it won't let me do anything about this ledge. So if anyone has any ideas of how I'm supposed to get past this crap, I would love to know. Because clearly the developers didn't really test this. Because I can't get to that ledge without glitching the game, maybe. This is really annoying, honestly. This is highly obnoxious because... This is not acceptable for a game.
I can manage that.
Like, this is simply not acceptable. Like, you have to make your game actually work. I don't think that's too much to ask for to make sure your game actually fucking works. And very clearly they don't care if their game works or not. Because I have tried this every possible way and it won't let me up. So either I'm missing something or the game is too broken to actually work properly. And I'm thinking it's the latter. Because I don't see anything I could have missed here. I could have. I'm not saying I'm wrong, but I'm not seeing anything I could have missed here. And a good developer would make the solution at least possible to figure out. But apparently Guerrilla does not remember how to make games. Because they are not even bothering to give any idea of what a solution could be. It's like we go here. Get on that. Climb up to the right. Climb up to that. Jump across. And where the hell do we go from here? Because there's nothing I can do from here. That's why I think this is broken. Am I supposed to... Well, I can't grapple it because I'm in climbing mode. I can't even grapple it. If I'm supposed to grapple that, then why the hell am I in climbing mode that I can't grapple it? Can you developers actually make sure your game actually works before releasing it? Is that too much to ask for? Clearly it's too much to ask for. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's very clearly too much to ask for because if any person at Guerrilla had actually played this mission, tested it, and completed it, they wouldn't have put it in the game in its current state. And I think there's a lot of developers that do that these days, where they literally do not test aspects of the game because they're so bad and so broken that if even a single tester had to play the mission, they wouldn't have considered it acceptable. Because this is not acceptable. This is completely unacceptable for a mission. Because this is... I don't understand how you're supposed to be able to do this. Because I've done it perfectly. And it doesn't give me any option to go forward. Because my assumption is... that right there I have to grab onto. With the polecaster. The problem is... oh, it will. Now it'll let me grab it. Okay, why would it not let me the last several times I attempted it? I attempted it several times and it would not let me grab on. So, I would love to know why it didn't want me to grab on previously. So I figured out that's where it was, but the game would not let me grab onto it.
How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Climbing puzzles in this game are not well made. I'm sorry, but they really aren't.
Whew.
They're really not fun to deal with. Like, huge chunks of the game have to do with climbing up these giant towers and stuff, or just climbing through areas, and they're just not well designed.
And open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Okay. Whoa!
Oh, did I break into the elevator? Yep.
I can reach the ladder now. Be right up, Aloy!
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
Alright, Alva's on the way. Let's see what's up here.
Got another campfire, though. This is good. We're discovering all sorts of locations in here.
These artifacts. I think... Made it! These artifacts. I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover...
So are you going to give me a code I can use or not?
Maybe they'll help with the door.
A 6-digit code. I hope you have some idea of what it is, because I don't.
Like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names.
Okay, so do you have any idea what the code could be that we're going to need?
Could look wrong with my focus.
Since the game's not going to tell me what the code is, and because I'm too stupid to figure it out myself, let me just go ahead and look it up. $402-625. I don't know where I was supposed to figure that out from.
Not quite right.
No, that's not it. Oh, it's 402-625. I read that entirely wrong. Let's try again.
That did it!
There we go.
You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office.
There's a thing I can lock into. Hi, Lan. Uncharted 3, the easiest platinum from the Nathan Drake collection. From the Nathan Drake collection, yes.
Well, after climbing all the way up.
Okay, thank God that's done.
You're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
Don't worry about me. I can find my way down.
I hope you can, because I'm not helping you. Because I really don't care. So I gotta find my way to a workbench. Ooh. You say that that's right there? Well, let's go ahead and knock that out if we can. Yeah, Uncharted 3 is the easiest platinum. Now, when you get to 100% and you have all that other stuff to deal with, it becomes another problem entirely. So let's see if we can find an owl wishbone while we're here. I don't care if we do or not. I can always find it later. But I want to see if we can do it before we go off to our final thing we gotta do. Wait a minute. No owl's gonna spawn during the day. I just realized that. They ain't gonna spawn during the day. Can I wait time here? I can't. Yeah, owls aren't gonna spawn during the day. They only appear at night. That's a real world thing. Let's go to a shelter then. Fire-looking ghosts in Uncharted 3. Oh yeah, those weird things. You finish the fire truck and ambulance levels in GTA. That's good. Because I remember those being a problem in San Andreas when I did San Andreas however long ago. There were certain things in San Andreas that were a pain in the ass to get through. And fully upgraded. Oh, I didn't actually mean to set that as my active quest, actually. That's just a bunch of side content I can do in the future. Not stuff that overly matters right now. Instead, we care more about this quest. Or that one. That one would also work. Ooh, do I have enough skill points to finish off the Machine Master tree? Oh, I don't. Crap, I don't have enough. Darn it. I was hoping I did. Well, we can start working on this skill tree as well. Okay. 3 more skills purchased. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. And is there anything in there that I need to actually click on? Down here. Fish. Okay. Alright guys, so right now we need to fly to the mountaintop. So let's get near there. Had the game for 3 years for Red... Is that for Red Dead 2? Oh yeah, Red Dead 2. That is a... that is not... It's not the hardest platinum in the world. But it's got some definite difficulties to it. It's definitely got some challenging aspects to it.
The mountain went out to know closer to the storm.
At least it's flight controls. Alright, so let's fly up to the top of this mountain. I've done, like, 3 Rockstar games. I've done Red Dead 1 to 100%, Red Dead 2 to 100%, GTA 5 Platinum, but not 100%. And San Andreas I've done. The original San Andreas that was available before the Definitive Edition came out. Alright, so we gotta find pieces of a mask here. And this should be the last trophy we need in the game, guys. This should be the Platinum once we finish this side quest. Oh, hello!
Stormbird that killed Farika.
Oh, you're not happy about me being here, are you? I'm sorry to have offended you, sir or ma'am. That was not my goal, to offend you. Oh, he's being a little bit of a dickhole, isn't he? Stormbirds aren't the hardest to kill if you can actually get a couple of corrosive attacks on them and such. They get stunned fairly easily. Alright, let's deal some damage to him. I was not expecting a Stormbird to pop up. Oh yeah, so I thought I'd give you guys a quick update on the Twitter story that I posted today. I decided to try to go back to my old gym and my old apartment complex and see if they left the same code active still for the gym at the apartment. They did. Now, I still have the sticker on my car for when I live there that allows me to park there with no issues, because no one's going to actually look at the details of the stick or anything. So the code works. So basically, I have a free gym. Because I really need to start working out again, because I am not in the best of health. And I gained a lot of weight in all this pandemic stuff. So I'm doing something a former coworker told me, like, it's a workout related to the treadmill. So it's like you go at 3 miles an hour at a 12-degree incline on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Now, I'm not doing the full level of that yet because I'm so out of shape. But eventually I'll get to that point where I can do that. And I mean, it burns some pretty good calories. Like, it'll burn several hundred calories in a day if you do it. It'll build up my stamina, build up my energy. It'll be a good thing. Especially the fact that I don't have to pay for it. That's the thing for me, is I don't have to pay for it. Because I'm just that kind of a person that abuses the old membership. I mean, I still have my student ID from college. It's still in my wallet. I don't know if I can actually pass for a student anymore. But you know what? I'm going to hold on to that student ID, and I'm going to use it whenever possible in the future. Let's be honest here. Yeah, most people would do the same. That was a wing hit. He's almost dead. I'll read comments in a second, guys. Let me kill this guy off first. He's being a bit of a prick. Oh, no, he's dead. Perfect.
The Stormbird. I might have a scrap of Rika's armor.
I will absolutely loot the Stormbird. Oh, he gave me an armor piece. Hell yeah. We're closer to finishing this quest. God of War 2018. Yeah, that's one of the easiest games in that franchise, but I've never played the early ones. Which, I mean, honestly, if the first God of War game you played was God of War 2018, then that's a good thing. Because God of War 2018 is such a good game. Like, that's not usually the kind of game I enjoy, but God, that game was fun to play. Like, I greatly enjoyed that. Especially because I dropped the difficulty down to the easiest possible for the Valkyrie Queen. Made the Valkyrie Queen a lot more tolerable. Killed a random bighorn, whatever that was. Okay, so we gotta find one more piece for this. God of War 3, haven't played that one. PS Premium, features in June. I don't know, like, I mean... My big question is, you know, what PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP games are we going to be getting? And are they going to be worth the extra cost of that whole thing? You know, are they going to be worth it, is the big thing. And I want them to be. I want us to get, you know, good games and such from the old consoles. Because we could get really good stuff. I don't know yet. You never know. I mean, I want to see stuff like OG Battlefront 2. I want to see Freedom Fighters, the original Mercenaries, the original Just Cause. And they're already announcing certain games are going to be available, at least in certain stores. So I'm going to say that more likely than not, it's going to be a good thing that we're going to get some, like, actually, like, good old games. I mean, that's what I'm definitely hoping for, is some good old games. It is also possible we don't get the best, but we'll see. But definitely something that I'm excited for. That's going to be the big determining factor for me in whether or not I buy one of the higher tier subscriptions. There it is. So yeah, big factor for me. Oh wait, where'd it go? Oh, right there. How did I miss that?
Looks like another bit of armor.
It's right there on like the edge of the world. How did I miss that?
I should let the Tenakth know I recovered what's left.
That's just embarrassing. Alright, this might be it. This might be the end of the quest. Boys and girls, this might be the end of the quest, and another platinum trophy earned. Which should be good, because I don't like staying up past midnight, and it's like 11:30, so I don't usually stay up past midnight anymore. I'm not my college self. I really don't like being up super late and out drunk on the town anymore. More than like once a year. Oh, nope, that's not it. There's more. Repair the armor. Okay. Well, that's something that I will be more than happy to do, especially if it means that I get to keep the armor. Because it might be good. You never know. Got a quest item. I got all these other things to upgrade. That's it. There it is, guys. The Platinum Trophy. You just got a Platinum Trophy. Wonder what your next one will be. You just got a Platinum Trophy. Let's celebrate. You just got a Platinum Trophy. Wonder what your next one will be. You just got a Platinum Trophy. Let's celebrate. So, for those who are curious about the Horizon Forbidden West Platinum, you have to reach level 50, which is easy, especially if you do a little bit of extra content in the game. Shouldn't be a problem. You have to beat the main story, which is going to get you quite a few trophies through here. There are 5 specific side quests or set of side quests that you have to complete. Everything through here. Nothing difficult about it, just can take a little bit of time. You have to override all 6 tall necks. Nothing difficult there. You have to get the 6 rebel camps. Nothing super difficult there. The 4 cores that are not part of the story. Those are not difficult, but I don't really like the cores. They kind of annoy me. The 3 stripes at all hunting grounds. You have to get at least a quarter stripe on all hunting grounds. I've gotten a full stripe on all but 1 trial, which I will go back and do because, again, I'm not quite done playing this game. I want to play it some more and get my character at a really good level for the inevitable DLC. You have to kill one of every kind of machine in the game. You have to ride the 3 basic mounts as well as scan all machine types, which is no longer missable, thankfully. But I highly recommend getting the Corruptor as early as possible so you don't have to do it in the arena. Because getting to that point in the arena can take quite a bit of time, skill, and annoyance. The Long Glide is easy. The 2 Flying Mounts quest is easy. You just can't do it until later. 2 Gauntlet runs. There's like 3 or 4 total. Nothing too difficult there. Salvage contracts. Those are pretty easy. The Rebel Outposts are pretty easy. The Relic Ruins are pretty easy. They're just a collectible type. The Arena Challenge, just any one set of Arena Challenges is easy. 1 set of Machine Strike Challengers is pretty easy. One weapon from each class is pretty much unmissable. All the elemental types is pretty much unmissable. The melee combat is pretty unmissable. Stealth kills is pretty much unmissable. You're going to get this one most likely naturally. You can actually do it in the very first mission of the game. The components is super easy. The heavy weapons is super easy. The unlock and use overrides. This one, you just got to remember to go override other machines as once you unlock it. This is for beating all the melee pits and then beating the final boss from it. It's a little bit time consuming, but it's not too difficult. Fully upgrade any Valor Surge is very easy. Fully upgrade any 3 weapons and outfits is very easy. So upgrade each pouch once. That's pretty easy. I've got side jobs quests set for each of them. The enhance any weapon with coils is super easy. The weapons technique for 3 different classes is super easy just from skills. All the skills from a single tree is very easy. It just takes a little bit of time. Each type of collectible is very easy. And then finally, the using the dye flowers is not too difficult either. So, I say we go ahead and get a nice double platinum tonight. Let's go ahead and knock out the PS5 version. Load it on up. Import game. So let's auto pop our remaining trophies. Flew on the Wings of the 10. Sometimes they don't all show up, I found. There it is. Yep, see, they didn't all show up, but it showed us the platinum.
Worth fighting a Stormbird for.
That's platinum number 606. 605 and 606 done tonight. I am very happy with that. PS5 version done. So, with that, level 775, 16%, 23,029 total trophies, 606 platinums, 3,772 gold, 6,122 silvers, 12,529 bronzes. That is going to be it for tonight, guys. Like I said, I got more of Horizon that I personally want to play. But the Platinum Trophy is done for both versions. It was a fun game. It wasn't perfect, though. It still had some issues, and it's still not like my favorite game of all time by any means. But I had fun playing it. It took me about 50 hours to get the Platinum, but I did a lot of extra side content that you don't have to do. So that is going to be it for Horizon. I don't know what next Platinums are going to be, but with Horizon out of the way, let me pull up my list. Okay, so Horizon's out of the way. So right now, my only major focus is LEGO Star Wars for the rest of the month. Because it seems that a lot of the issues with it maybe have been fixed. Hopefully. So that's going to be the next game I play mainly, a lot aside from like easy platinum trophies. So that is going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell if you haven't already. Nice platinum trophy done tonight. Good long stream as well. Next week, I have no idea what I will be streaming. Probably some kind of like easy games. Maybe it'll be a platinum dumpster dive. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But you guys will know next week when we go live. But that is it for Horizon. Solid platinum. Got it done. See you guys next week for some more content.